therapeutic energy to my poetic practice. I feel like when I engage with poetry, it's just a form of excavating, of searching through self, of searching through what I'm experiencing and really taking time to digest it and process it. Because often, we just live a life, you feel me? And poetry often feels like a way of slowing down and diving deep. And I think sometimes I come to the page just with this promise to myself that I'm going to write something, right? That maybe it's a free write. And so it's an open page. And I think in those sessions, it's just this reminder of like, oh snap, like things can happen. Like you can create from a blank page. It's just a reminder that there's currently or constantly something going on. Constantly something to be questioned or celebrated or amplified. So I think in being a poet or coming to the practice of poetry, it really feels like this affirmation of abundance. I remember just from a young age when when I became able to write, writing felt like companionship in a certain way of slowing down, of sitting with myself and sort of getting to know myself, getting to know even just the world, right? To take these things that I'm sensing and feeling and to really look at them and question it or just dive deeper into it. A woman living on the land looks down and sees a reflection of herself in the water. Salt licked all over my body. Too deep, someone tried to find me. I fell into the belly of the ocean. Don't know if I'll ever be loved again. Salt licked all over my body. Too deep, do not try to find me. I jumped into the belly of the ocean. Don't know if I'll ever come up again. Senses bending just to let some bread in. Make it make sense, that's $1 pending. All the men in green, expensive gender lessons. Guess all depend on the brethren to tell me what I am less than. Check myself before I get too fresh and pop a breath mint. Curse under my tongue if it's quiet, who really said it? Silence the questioner, and you have a believer. Devil creeping with ice does not only metal with flames, but also cold golden rings. The pretty things melt it, recollect, and redisperse your offering. Flesh of his flesh is on my tongue. Godly things, a sort of communion. The humans ride their tides and give their tithes as if it will wipe the slate clean. But God don't rise with those waves, but sunshine may change how we conceptualize baptism. Body, hell dip, splash, shower soak. Solution, saline, solution. Don't breathe underwater. Heaving underwater. Who's free from the storm? Not even the I. And I guess I just need to got my guard up, but is it the right step? No tiptoes, no nose goes, I must go on my own. And if I get crossed, throw some bows and hope the arrows lead me home. I just need to got my guard up, but is it the right step? No tiptoes, no nose goes, I must go on my own. And if I get crossed, throw some bows and hope the arrows lead me home. Cause mama the type of woman to believe in resurrection. So if she gets crossed, she could still cross into heaven. I think Tower of Babylon, how close can I get to God? How close can I get to God? How close can I get to a woman living in the water? Looks up and sees a reflection of herself in the sky. She swims through clouds of cumulus, strokes her way through layers of ozone. She drips her way beyond the earth. She drips her way beyond the earth. I drip my way beyond the earth, and now I'm written in the stars. What if our names were? Danger to be that light, to shine is heavy. Levee raised and the match is ready to kiss cloth and catch cotton off guard. In the dark ignite, written in the stars. What if our names were? Danger to be that light, to shine is heavy. Levee raised and the match is ready to kiss cloth and catch cotton off guard. In the dark ignite, I see art as this form of companionship, as these gifts that people don't necessarily have to put out into the world. But I think for myself, sometimes it's this question of like, why do you need to be seen in this way? But also, you know, rocking with it, right? Liking to have those exchanges. But just that fear sometimes of taking up space. I think that fear of taking up space and what it means to take up space, I don't know, there's just so many different power dynamics at play there that I don't always feel confident in doing it. But I keep on coming back to it because it does feel like a celebration. And I love, like, especially with my poetry and my poetic practice, a lot of it does have forms of call and response in it. So just exploring, like, how do you facilitate collective healing energy? That's a question I deal a lot with just as a performer. So I think almost that essence of people even knowing that I do it, right? It kind of keeps me calling back like, oh, you want to do this thing? And like, yeah, sure. And then it's like this reminder all over again. I think every time I engage with poetry in meaningful ways, it's a reminder and an affirmation to continue doing it.